Thanks for joining another Cars, Bike, and Coffee. My name's Kurt, and we're here in the garage working on our 73 Datsun 240z. In a previous episode, we've updated the rear differential to a 3.9 ratio 280ZX differential. And so we're keeping the 4-speed transmission in this, that's stock for now. So we want to update the pinion gear to match that ratio so we have the correct miles per hour in our speedometer. Also, we have a leak, and that leak is coming from the pinion gear as well. So we're going to walk through fixing that leak and also updating that gear in this episode. Stay tuned. Going under the car, we're going to need a 10mm socket and an adjustable wrench or 18mm box wrench.
All right, so make sure you have a little tray or something to catch some oil if it leaks out, but we're going to first use our adjustable and take off this part first, which unscrews, and then once you get it enough, you can hand loosen it. There's our cable. Pull that out and just move that out of the way. Then we'll take our 10mm socket and undo this bolt right here. Just a lock bolt. And then that, if you're lucky, can be hand loosened. And then this slides out. Might need some. Sometimes what you can do is put this guy back in, start a couple threads, and then just pull it out. Sometimes what you can do is put this back in, put it on a couple threads, and then use that to pull it out. And this is our pinion gear. We'll take this to the bench. So now we've got the pinion gear on the bench. We have our replacement parts, and we have the 3.9 pinion gear for the matching of the differential, and as well our seals that we're going to replace to fix the leak. And all these links will be in below. So what we're going to need now, we're going to need some cleaner. We're going to need pick tool, punch, and a hammer, and you'll want some form of way to hold this while you're using the punch and hammer. There is a pin that is right here that we're going to need to push through so we can pull the gear out. So we'll do that now. So we got our pin out, and that was a little bit of a pain. And now we're going to just slide our gear out, and you'll note this one is yellow, and that is for the 3.364 ratio R180 differential. That just slides out. We're going to use our pick tool and take off this O-ring. And then in here is another seal, and we're going to use our pick tool very carefully to unseal it, and then carefully pull it out. And now we're going to clean our case up. and a little bit of brake clean. Get all that else out. And then blow it through with an air compressor, get all the inside clean, and you're on your way to put it back together. Okay, so we've cleaned up our casing. Now we're going to put it all together. So we are grabbing our new pinion gear, and you'll note this one is white. And this is for the 3.9. And you'll want to have some transmission fluid or some kind of oil around so you can lightly oil the shaft. And as well, the new seals. So we're just going to put a light coat on them. And this tiny one goes in here. And once you have that seated, then you place your new gear like so. And we want to reinsert the pin. Okay, so we now have our pin installed, we have our gear, we have our seal, and now we have our last O-ring. And we're going to lightly grease that. And then carefully slip it on. And now our pinion gear is set to install. So now we'll go under the car.
Okay, so we have got our pinion gear ready, and we're just going to put a little bit of grease on the pinion gear. So that's all set. And then you'll note there is a little slot on the pinion gear case, and we want to aim that towards the locking bolt. And you're going to carefully put that in. You might need to turn the gear as you insert it, and then give it a nice little push. Then we're going to take our locking plate and bolt, insert that. And tighten it up. Now we'll take our pinion cable and insert this end in first to line it up. Then push this on and twist it on. And then just snug this up. Nice and tight, and that's it.
Thanks thanks for watching as we work on this 73 Datsun 240z and we move from the back to the front. We're going to be doing some brake upgrades, also some engine work and some front suspension coming soon, and possibly some other cars in the future. So leave a like, comments, questions, or things that you want to see on this car, and don't forget to subscribe.